Good morning, class 7th. In the previous class, we were reading about heat, which is chapter 4 of your science book. In the previous class, we have seen a summary form of this chapter and we have seen a little introduction about heat. So now class, in this class, we have to read page number 41. So students, open page number 41 in your science book and keep a pencil with you to underline hard words. Now here I am going to read. From your day-to-day life, list some objects that are hot and some that are cold. Record your observation in table 4.1. Some examples are listed in the table and more objects to the list. So here you can see 4.1 table. On this page you are viewing a table 4.1. In this table you have to write names of some objects that seems cold or hot to touch. You can see two names of objects are already given in the table and they are serving spoon in a fry pan which is hot and water bottle kept in refrigerator which is cold. Now you have to write some more names here. Third, fourth, fifth. Is that clear? Now do you know? All animals need heat to keep their bodies alive, but different animals tolerate or need different temperature. We have seen that everyone from humans to animals need temperature to maintain their body temperature. The need of these animals to keep their body alive would vary with the temperature. Some animals can maintain constant body temperatures under normal conditions. These animals are called warm-blooded. So, some animals keep their body temperature constant in normal environment. These animals are called warm-blooded animals. An example of warm-blooded animals are cat, dog, and humans. The body temperature of other types of animals varies with the temperature of their surrounding. These animals are called cold-blooded. So, there are some animals whose body temperature varies according to the environment outside. These animals are called cold-blooded, for example, snakes and birds. Now, measurement of temperature. When you touch an object, you feel its hotness or coldness with respect to the warmth of your body. Some objects appear cold to you because your body is relatively hotter than them. So, you have understood that when we feel something hot or cold, then it seems according to the temperature of our body. You feel something cold because your body is warm in the comparison of that cold object. But your body is not a standard to measure heat. Also, while touching objects with your hand, there is a danger of burning or freezing it. So, we understood that you cannot identify the hotness or coldness of an object with your hand only. because touching a hot thing can burn you and touching cold thing can make your finger freeze. Is that clear? Here you have to underline some words. Standard means accurate. Freezing means chilling. Now you have to perform activity 4.1. To observe if sense of touch can be used as a reliable technique to measure temperature. Here you have to underline reliable means authentic or faithful. So for it you have to take 3 vessels or 3 container A, B and C. Fill vessel A with ice cold water, vessel B with normal tap water and vessel C with warm water. So you have to fill container A with ice cold water, container B with normal tap water and container C with warm water. Now dip your right hand in vessel A and left hand in vessel C as shown in figure 4.3a. Now you have to dip your right hand in container A means in ice cold water and left hand in vessel C means in warm water as shown in figure. You can see here the figure. What do you observe now? You will observe that your right hand in vessel A feels cold while your left hand in vessel C feels warm. Okay. Now you have to put both your hands in vessel B, in which we fill normal water as shown in figure 4.3b. Here we can see. What do you observe now? You will feel that your right hand feels warm while your left hand feels cold, but actually the water in vessel B is neither hot nor cold. This proves that your body cannot measure temperature correctly. Okay. So we have seen in this activity that even after pouring our hands in the water of normal temperature, we feel warmth and coldness because before this our hands were in hot water and cold water, and due to which we feel hotness and coldness for a long time. And this is the reason that we cannot measure correctly temperature of any object with our hands. Is that clear, students? So here you have to do this homework in your book and you have to show it in the group. So that's all for the today, students. Thank you, students.